Hey fans, it's me Aaron for a comic show. We have a great week of comics. Before I get into that, as you know, we're in Orlando, Florida. This is our home. It's where we're at. It's what we love. You know, Disney, all that. We're a very gay-friendly store, always have been, part of the gayborhood. Several gay employees. No one was there that night injured. Friends were. And good friends of our employees and Flame On, the podcast that is associated with our nerdy show. And we're gonna have a huge benefit on Saturday in the Geek Easy with tons of bands. We're going from noon to 2 a.m. All the proceeds, all the donations, everything is gonna go to the Pulse Victims Fund, the official one. And it's gonna be something. We've gotten so many volunteers, so many people saying they're gonna come. We're going to give a portion of the proceeds here in the Geek Easy in beer sales and a portion of the proceeds in comic sales to that fund. And it's going to be a huge night. It's going to be great. The response to this by Orlandoans has been phenomenal. Like 4-hour lines to donate blood. It's been great. The response, the tragedy has been extremely upsetting, especially for people who were friends with those that were lost. So Saturday's gonna be awesome. So come in here and hug each other. And get into the comics, Rebirth. Titans Rebirth stole the show this week. It's Dan Abnett. Dan Abnett is having a renaissance of his career, like seriously. This is Wally West's book, the Wally West that was from the DC Rebirth special. He, I don't know why they don't call him Flashback. Like we got our flashback and he touches someone and the lightning gives them their memories back. So I just call him Flashback. I mean, sure, don't call him Kid Flash. He's an adult. Don't call him Man Flash. That sounds stupid. And, you know, two Flashes, like, well, which Flash are you talking about? You know, like this Flash or that Flash. Just call him Flashback, at least for now. But they don't. They call him Wally West, and that's fine. But this book was a lot of fun. These characters are getting their memories back. It's what Titans fans want. And I feel like we're moving from those 10 missing years forward, that they got these memories, then we're gonna get more memories and more memories. And before too long, they're gonna be fighting the big bad and we're going to have our DC Universe back. Surprise book of the week, surprise. Justice League 51, you have to get this book. It's not a fill-in issue. Originally it was solicited as kind of a fill-in Dan Jurgens issue, and this, I guess, was gonna be 52, which is not coming out now. This is 51, it is Abnett from here. This is the prequel issue to Titans Rebirth. Same writer, and I swear to you, don't look at the last page because spoilers and whatnot, but the very last page, it says continued in Titans Rebirth #1. And this book charmed the pants off of me. I giggled throughout. Dick Grayson, Robin, it's hilarious. There's a very touching moment between him and Cyborg that I love to see, and just lots of great moments. He truly shined. This was a great issue. Moving on, Batman Rebirth. Tom King doing this. I know him from other books that he did. Omega Men I loved, the Sheriff book I loved. This book really, really grabbed a hold of me and held on the entire time. It is high octane, crazy action, high stakes, nuts, balls out craziness, and then the crazy cliffhanger. And these new characters, Gotham and Gotham Girl, it's awesome. Like, I'm not gonna spoil who they are or what they do, but it is awesome, and you will like it. And yeah, they look clean cut, kind of dorky, and it looks like, why the hell are they there? What's so great about this? There's so many other vigilantes in Gotham. Why do they need 2 more? Well, they need 2 more because of the difference of these, who these are, what they can do, and how that affects Batman. I'm all in. This was awesome. Give me more. Seriously, it's a new take, a new direction, true to Batman. I love it. I love Snyder's run, but this was a crazy first issue. Really dug it. Superman Rebirth. This is issue 1. The Rebirth issue was a lot of talky-talky. Wasn't bad. A lot of talky-talky. This issue, awesome. And I like that this Clark Smith, whatever, the pre-Flashpoint Superman, he's essentially Pa Kent. And Lois Smith is essentially Ma, and living on the freaking farm. And they have their son, who is Jonathan Kent. He has superpowers. It's essentially like, what if Superman raised Superboy? Because that's what it is, on the freaking farm. And it's awesome. And this Superman makes sense. He has his place. He has his purpose. He is the patriarch. He's a parent. It's crazy. And it's not like hokey. Like, effed up stuff happens this issue. And it's great. And I love this direction. I'm sold. I'm sold on it. That's a good direction for Superman. That's a good take on Superman. I'm ready for more. And I am for all these rebirths. I mean, so far, so good. Just different degrees of good. Green Arrow, the Rebirth issue gave us everything we wanted back as a Green Arrow fan, with the goatee and Black Canary and him being an insufferable liberal. And this is just more of that. It's just more good. As Shadow's back as a quasi-antagonist, and I love this direction. This is a good direction. Keep going in this direction, DC. This is good. Green Lanterns, also awesome. Humphreys is doing well. I like these two as a kind of odd couple rookies having to hang. There's lots of Red Lantern stuff going on. They're using their powers in different ways. And you know I'm Guy Gardner's biggest fan, but this was good. This was great. I enjoyed it. Moving on, Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade. This is a one-shot. It is a prequel, not a prequel to Dark Knight DK3 per se. It's a prequel to Dark Knight Returns, the first one. It's a prequel to that. And you need it, seriously. It's in the old Prestige format, the bound type of format. And it is Jason Todd Robin from the beginning. I'm not spoiling anything. It's Jason Todd Robin and Heavy Joker, and you know what that means. And Batman's aging, and it is just everything that you want if you are a Dark Knight Returns fan. I'm serious. It's not a filler. Yes, it's a prequel, and a lot of times those are fillers, but it's a prequel where the camera is on exactly what you want it to be on as a fan. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens, but I'm saying what you want to see, you see, and it's good. And I like the Mothers Against Batman. That was very cute. Moving on, ScoobyDoo Apocalypse. Pleasantly surprised with the first issue. Liked it. Second issue, still good. This Dark Knight, a true Batman story by Paul Dini, is thoroughly confessional. This should win awards. I almost guarantee it will win awards. I couldn't put this book down. It's how Batman affected his life, how Batman helped him through the worst night of his life. Paul Dini himself, the Paul Dini, the animator of the whole Batman, the whole DC animated universe, basically. And I loved it. I mean, not like the story writer. It was him and Tim, but I seriously love this book. The art's great. Edward Rizzo, he did 100 Bullets. He's great at crime stories. And yeah, Neil Gaiman has a great quote on it. Seriously, I know it sounds a little weird, but trust me, if you're a Batman fan, if you are a Batman animated series fan, it is definitely worth your while to check out. And if you are both a Batman animated series fan and a Neil Gaiman Sandman fan, seriously check it out. It's no small reason why his name and his quote of Neil Gaiman's on the cover. There is stuff in here that is awesome, that you need to know, that I was very, very enthused to read. Like, as soon as I read, I'd take pictures, and send it to my friends saying, like, dude, you got to see this. This is insane. Seriously. All right. Moving on, Han Solo #1. I love Han Solo. We all want more Han Solo. This is Han Solo in that era, the same era as the Star Wars book that's coming out. And you get to see him doing some more smuggling. Sure, he helped blow up the Death Star, but, he's back to work now. And that's what you get. Awesome. And this Star Wars issue, it's another one of those flashback, Obi-Wan, Tatooine, Uncle Owen, young Luke issue, but it is perhaps the last one they're going to do. It felt like a lot of closure, and it had a lot of powerful moments and a lot of interesting stuff that you as a Star Wars fan are going to want. Don't skip it. Moving on to Marvel, Civil War II #2, even better than 1. I'm all into this story. I get what Tony's doing. I get why Tony's doing it. I'm not saying I agree with Tony, but I get it. I get that, and I get the sides, and I get what's going on, and they're all going to fight now. It's going to be crazy, but I get it now, and I like it, and it's enjoyable. Civil War X-Men was a great read, and finally for Marvel, Vote Loki. this was a fun book. I mean, it's election cycle, but let's have some fun with it. Let's joke. Let's believe, lie. It's good. Vote for Loki. Why not? I Hate Fairyland 6, first issue after the collection. You know how much we love this book. We had that variant exclusive cover for the trade. This is the first issue after the trade. Clean Room, Immaculate Conception, Gail, Simone. This book is horrific. It is creepy as hell. It seriously is scary, like for real. It's one of her best works ever, and it is essentially Scientology. Essentially, it's kind of a metaphor for Scientology. It's kind of that type of thing. I could see this becoming a TV show easily and doing very well, and it's very twisted and highly entertaining, so give it a shot. Ringside, it's what happens behind the scenes in wrestling. If you're not into wrestling, don't worry. You don't have to be. It's crime, it's drama, it's all that stuff. The same way that Southern Bastards isn't about football. Like, I don't care about football, especially not high school football, but I love Southern Bastards because how often are the panels on the game, them playing the game? And in here, how often are the panels them actually in the ring? Very seldom to none, but it's entertaining. It's crime. It's a crime book that happens to be about wrestlers. Sex Criminals 3 the hard way, it's out. That's good. Love that book. Fight Club 2, the hardcover, the full collection, all 10 is here, $30, nice thick hardcover. Love this book. Seriously, ask anyone that read it, and they will tell you you need to get it. And then finally, there's a lot this week. This is crazy. Finally, Bart Kira, Nuclear Edition. This is Bart Akira mashup. Seriously, I'm not making this up. We got this from Floating World publisher, Floating World Comics. We had to special order it. We have a soft cover that's some material, a hard cover that's the Nuclear Edition that's different material. It's something you need to see. If you like both of those properties, seriously, you need this. It is truly unique, and it delivers. And the proceeds of the book go to charity because, they don't own those properties. And if you like both properties, you will thoroughly enjoy it. When I heard the name, I was like, yes, please, send me 10 copies. I know people that need this. And I'm sure I'm right. So if you're local, Saturday, we're having our huge benefit. Even if you're not local, you can watch it on our Twitch channel. It'll be live streaming. Just go to the Geekies Facebook, and we'll have direct links to it. So thank you. We're all still Orlando strong. We're all still hanging in there. We're taking care of our friends who have lost friends and family and loved ones, and we're doing everything we can, and it's holding together. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.